Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today, surprise surprise, we have another base game build house. Now, I usually try to, only do base game houses once in a while and then pepper them into my channel and not to do them all in a row, because the last few builds I've had a lot of base game only builds. But I am currently working on a very large house, a very extensive thing that has taken up a lot of work, and I just needed something, fast, quick, easy, so that I could at least have a video for today. So that is what I am doing. So this house here, it looks, no, I wouldn't say small, but it looks smallish on the outside. It looks like a basic family home, but it actually has 5 bedrooms, possibly 6, because there's also a home gym at the house. And of course, that is because all of the bedrooms are quite conservative in size. It does not make sense for a house of this type to have very large bedrooms. So I wanted to make use of the space to give, more bedrooms, so that if you have a bigger family, they can all fit and everyone has their own space. I really ended up loving this house though. Initially I was thinking of maybe trying something different, of building the house and the shell itself being base game, upload that onto the gallery, and then decorate it using packs and then upload that as a separate build, so that if you only have base game, you could potentially download it and then furnish it yourself. I have wondered whether I should do that, but I have this problem. When I see the house and it's empty, I really like to furnish it. I love furnishing houses for like the first, I would say, few minutes. I love furnishing the living room. And then as the time goes on and as you start, building more, or not building, but furnishing more of the rooms, it starts getting a bit tiring, but I do enjoy it. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Now, the thing I am building right now, I am building the house of Season 1 American Horror Story. That is because we are entering October, and although I am not a Halloween freak, I am, however, a autumn freak. It is my favorite season of the year. I was born in October, so next month is my birthday. I am very old. I'm going to be 33, which is not good. But I do, however, love autumn. So I want to do a lot of creepy builds, especially ones that are based on TV shows or even real life. So if you do have any tips or any houses that you know about, leave that in the comments down below. I have previously done so many of these, including like the It house. There's like so many. Just go look on my channel. That used to be a whole thing that I would do. And now we have a lot of things, including lot traits, where you can change the traits of your lot. So I put cursed and ghosts and whatever. So it will be a fun experience to live in that house. But as it is a house that actually exists, it exists in the TV show and it exists in real life as well, it does take a lot more work, because I am trying to match it as precisely as possible, and things that I cannot make exactly the same, I will try to furnish the things the way I think would suit that place, so it takes a lot more work. I have tried to build this house probably for, I would say, 3 or 4 years in a row, and it has never looked good. This year, however, it does look good. The big difference that has blew this house out of the water this year is that we now have curved walls and we have free placement of windows on the walls. So the house is very specific style. You will see it. It will probably be my next video, so you will be able to see it there. Now, this house here has a lot of neutral tones, warm tones. I wanted the house to feel very homey and welcoming and, a family home, like a proper family home. I even put like kids clutter and like the little drawing table in the sitting room. That is something that I don't do very often. I usually go beauty over function, and so I will try like to make the sitting rooms as kid or pet free as possible. But I thought, this is a family home. It is quite realistic. You will have toys and things in your living room. So I put things around the house. Now, this little living room and dining room sits on a one high up little platform. And I put in a few columns and things just to make it look a little prettier, just to give it a little oomph and not just be a random living room. And yeah, so like I said, this house does have 5 bedrooms, but it could potentially have 6 if you need it, because there is also a home gym downstairs. So, if you have a bigger family, then you can have that. Then in the garden, we have a quite large swimming pool. We have an outdoor little dining area with a grill and some lounge chairs. And at the front of the house, right here you can see we make use of a lot of debug items. So the little planter box is debug, and of course the cars. The cars, they're not usable. We don't drive cars in The Sims 4, but it does add a little touch of realism, and it just makes things look pretty. Sometimes people have been asking me why I've been doing so many base game builds, because before this streak I hadn't done them for I would say years probably, because I love to use things in the pack. I've changed my mind recently because I have seen that quite a lot of people will not have more than 1 expansion pack or 2 expansion packs, so that is not fair. And plus, now in October, The Sims will be free to everyone. So if it's a free game, I think that a lot of builders and a lot of creators need to make their content free for everyone to use, because a lot of new people are going to come in. And since the game is free, a lot of children and younger people are going to play the game, and they won't have the money or the possibilities to buy 100 expansion packs and kits and whatever. So I think, this is the time to make things, easier for everyone. I furnish it this way, and then if you have extra packs, then you can add those items. This for me is the best room in the house. The little toddler room, I actually really love it. It turned out very cute. I think the colors will change quite a lot. It will turn out to be like primary colors, and this room is a very good example, and you can tell that I am a mother by looking at this room. Whilst every other room is quite basic, the kids' room is where we go all out and we put in a lot of detail and a lot of clutter around, a little toys everywhere, just because you don't want like kids to not have something. I think that you can tell by builds if the person either has kids or like kids by the way that their bedrooms of their kid sims are furnished. Anyways, this is the house here. It is not very big, but it's also easy to expand. You still have quite a lot of space in the back garden, plus the upstairs is quite smaller than the downstairs, so it's very easy just to tack on an extra bedroom or 2 if you want. And yeah, this is the house. Also, I would like to say that I've talked about in my previous video that I have a house built, a very large house. I wouldn't consider it a house, it's a mansion. It's a British estate house. I have that ready. The house is ready, and it is a very good build. I worked on it for hours and hours and hours. But because I worked on it for such a long time, I have now footage of 30-minute long video. Now, that for me is way too long, so I don't know whether I should upload it in 2 parts or like edit the hell out of it. Usually the first thing that goes is bathrooms. I edit all of those out, but I actually worked on the bathrooms in this house, so I don't know what to do. I am still working on that video. It will come out, I promise. But we are also working on the other house. So first house coming out will be the house from American Horror Story, and then after I will have the British estate house ready for you. Anyways, here are the screenshots. This house is a beauty. It's very photogenic. Like you saw, there's quite a lot of space outside as well for, you Sims to do stuff. Just have a nice little area here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and this is of course on my gallery, available to download. You can go on there and look for me using hashtag #SimsDesigns or hashtag #SimsDesignsYT. Please do give this a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!